もんじゃないぜ right now 歓喜は待つかざした my hands 感傷 baby be survivor
Konnichiwa, bitches. PM Prime here on the Gods of Anime channel on YouTube. Your one-stop shop for all your anime needs. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing a review of a classic shonen anime that was a spin-off of another classic shonen anime called Kinnikuman, or Muscle as you may have known it here in the West. And that anime is Tatakae Ramenman. Now, it's a spin-off of a character that appears in that show. But he's not that same character. It's not the same plot. It's not the same setting. It's not the same time and shit like that. I don't know if he's related or it's just a fucking craziness, whatever. So, Ramenman is basically about that character from Kinnikuman taken in an old style 70s kung fu movie setting. So he's in China, he's a kung fu master, Chojin kung fu, which is Chojin is what the wrestlers were called in Kinnikuman. And he's wandering around, he's training a new apprentice, and he's learning how to be that master and fighting different kinds of styles and shit like that. Lots of fights, lots of action, really cool. Only 35 episodes long. And there's no real overarching story. There are multi-part stories here, but it's basically just fighting. There is one story about the Jewel King, and he's continuously coming back. He appears in the first half of the show, and then he appears more and more towards the end, whereas there's a big climax. And it's very well done. It's nice. It's not too overwhelming. It's not too overbearing. There's not too many one-shots. Like, they don't just overpower everything. Everything is connected. Every character comes back. They're reintroduced. They're changed and shit like that. It's all cool stuff. Nothing bad to say about this. It's not repetitive because they keep showing new things, new techniques and everything like that, so that's alright. The animation, it's Toei, so it's it looks good. It remains true to how Kinnikuman looks, but the fight scenes are more kung fu-ish. They do use wrestling moves, like the Boston Crab and shit like that, the Camel Clutch. But it's more kung fu moves, like made up shit, spinning heel, whatever, throwing tigers at motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Crap like that. So the animation, it doesn't fail in that department, the action department. The last episode, last official episode, is just spectacularly animated. It's fucking great. It's smooth. I love it. Animation was beautiful. One little nitpick I gotta do is that after that particular episode that was animated beautifully, and that was towards the end, so the third last episode, the last two episodes were, guess what? Clip shows! So they blew their budget. They blew their budget on that one. But they kind of made up for it with the movie. I'm talking about the movie here too. The movie is just basically another episode. I don't know how you can call it a movie. It's only 25 minutes long. And the animation is not as good as that episode 33. So I don't understand why they did that. I guess that was supposed to be the final episode, but it doesn't really feel final. You know what I mean? The story itself, they have a plot where he's trying to find his sister. And he does find his sister, but the sister doesn't know it's him, and he doesn't want to tell her that he's her brother, and you figure they're going to have some relationship, or not that kind of relationship, but actual brother-sister relationship, or they were a reunion, but they never do that. So it's kind of a missed opportunity there. I guess they felt they didn't need to do it, or they felt that the show would continue beyond what it was, which is unfortunate because it was really good. Animation is great. In terms of the music is good too. The voice acting, Ramenman sounds different from his Kinnikuman counterpart. Kinnikuman has a deeper voice. This Ramenman, he has a more gentler voice. He's not as violent as Ramenman is in Kinnikuman, so I guess they felt they had to switch up the voice. Yeah, music is good. The intro is good. There's not much I can say about this. There's nothing really bad about this. This is not the greatest anime of all time. This is not the greatest shonen fighting anime of all time, but it is good. It's decent. You won't have a problem watching it. You won't be rolling your eyes at it. It's enjoyable. It's an enjoyable fucking show. So Tatakae Ramenman. 35 episodes in a movie. Definitely worth checking out. It doesn't hurt. It's very enjoyable. It has good fights. And if you like Kinnikuman, this is just a fucking bonus. With the character, an extra bit of character that appears in that show, even though it's not really related. But it's just cool to watch. And that's all I got to say about that.